Hello divine beings, hello beautiful creators, welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Kemet, thank you so much for joining us. Beautiful beings, let us see what is coming through today at this time. Source, what would you like to share with us? What would you like to share with the collective? What do we need to know? What is available for us at this time? Viaturos talavaries kitiri kiviatos, riviries riazarites catur, talovem viarakir talavis. We have the Two of Action. Trust in your ability to make excellent choices. There is opportunity all around you if you just continue to move forward. It may be time to take a new partner who can help you be a success in your career or creative endeavor. Keep your eyes on the big picture rather than the details of the moment. Okay. So Source is saying there's something coming through, there's an opportunity, and the Two of Action is the Two of Wands energy. So there's a shift, there's a movement, there's a transition. And there's an opportunity, there's something coming through for you. There's a way, there's a new opening. And Source is saying, be open to changes. Don't be caught up on the details, okay? Allow yourself to be open to the big picture. Allow yourself to, this new way might ask you to change a few things in your life. And Source is saying, do not be caught up on the details of the changes. Trust Source. Trust the path. Trust what you've been called to. Trust these new ideas or trust these new experiences. Trust this new way. Know that it is what is going to assist you in the long run. You are wanting to expand in some area of your life. You're wanting more. You are wanting, what you are asking for requires for a change, requires for a new path, requires for a bit of an alteration. And Source is saying, trust this. It's not to deprive you or deny you of anything. There is a reason, and for you to know that Source sees the bigger picture. Source has that eagle eye view and can see the big picture, and that you are just to trust the path that you are being aligned to at this time. The spiritual teacher. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. That hermit energy, okay? There is a harnessing, a honing in of your energies. Source is saying, yes, you are almost feeling yourself spending more time alone, or that you are finding yourself in a lot of these isolated spaces. And it's not as punishment, or it's not to keep you isolated. There is a harnessing of your alchemy. There is a focusing of your frequency, which you are doing right now. You are really crystallizing your way. And that at this time alone, the solitude, it's for you to really focus on you, focus on love, focus on what you enjoy doing, focus on the energy that you want to bring about, focus on you, and just keep doing you beautifully. And know that there is guidance for you, there is assistance for you. There is value in you being in these spaces alone at this time, okay? It assists, and there we go. There's a spiritual teacher as a mentor available. So if you really wish to connect with someone who can assist you, just ask Source. Be open to Source and ask Source. what is available, who you're open for a spiritual mentor, or you're open for a spiritual teacher, and who can assist you, how that assistance can come in, and call it in, and you will find your way. And there's also Source saying, you at the core of you know the way, you at the core of you are the way. So tap into your Source frequency, all the answers you seek are there. 3 of emotion, the 3 of cups energy. Wonderful news is on its way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just around the corner. Okay, so sources say there is a time of celebration. There is some good news coming through at this time too. Yes, it's a lot of work in the spiritual path you've been on. This healing, this clearing, this harnessing of energy, this releasing, this cleansing, and this integration. You've been going through quite a lot, and you've been feeling the shifts and making so many changes. You've just been following Source, following the guidance of Source, making all the changes, doing what's right, doing what you feel, and Source is acknowledging that you are tired, acknowledging that it has been a long journey, acknowledging that it has been quite a lot to deal with, and saying, trust, wonderful news is on its way. Whatever you've been working towards, whatever you have been asking for is coming through. Trust the way, trust the path, trust. 7 of emotion, 7 of cups. The angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. It's likely you know which choice you should make, but you're procrastinating so you don't upset someone else. Ask heaven for guidance, and then make the choice that celebrates who you truly are. So we are receiving here that 7 of cups, 7 of emotion. It's fascinating. We just did a reading right now for the new moon, and we're having very similar cards. With the spiritual teacher, and even the message from the 2 of action and the message in the 7 of emotions, almost it's similar. So interesting that these energies are really quite prevalent at this time. So saying, yeah, trust your intuition. Okay, you have been asked to make a decision, to release, to change, to do something. And Source is saying, release the distraction. Don't procrastinate because you are worried about hurting someone's emotions or hurting someone's feelings. Release and allow yourself to be free of anything that is no longer aligned with you at this time. And Source is saying these adjustments you're making, trust that it's for your favor. Trust that Source has that eagle eye view, can see what's up ahead, and is saying, hey, okay, so this is what you really, really want. But right now, currently, this is what you are entertaining. These are the energies which are actually not assisting you to achieve what you want. So you have to make these changes. And as we read here, some of these changes, don't be afraid of upsetting someone. Don't be afraid of disappointing people. Don't be afraid of, oh, but now I just committed, but now I'm pulling out. So also saying, look, the only way you can really understand what's for you is by experiencing it, and it's okay. Allow yourself to make the choices that are correct, that are right for you. And the 7 of cups, 7 of emotion is your desires and your dreams, right? So also saying, we are showing you a clearer path to your goals and your dreams, to what you want, because you've been asking for so much, and we have been wanting you to receive all these beautiful things you're asking for. You are just to harness your energy and to you beautiful beings who are here to assist humanity, who are awakening humanity. You're very specific frequencies, okay? And your energies are very, very different from this 3D dense earth energies or these 5D energies we're currently in. So the way in which you are going to accomplish things is very unique to you, and the path in which you are to do things is very, very unique and very different, and is very different from what you have been programmed and conditioned. So it's very different from what you had thought life was going to be. The unawakened you, when you were still creating through condition, had a very specific understanding of life. And this awakened version of you is a very, very different operating system from the unawakened you. So you changing and adapting could be a little bit tricky because what you are used to, how you are used to being, or the things that you finally think, oh, finally I have released all these things out of my life. I can finally do everything I wanted to do. And Source is saying, are you doing everything you could have done in your past life, or are you doing everything that's now available to you now? For example, as I'm sure many of you came to understand, we had started doing ballet class because it was really a beautiful energy and we really do enjoy it. It brings such joy and it's such grounding to us. And of late, we asked Source, okay, fine, Source, we're so happy, but we would like to just, amass more financial stability. We just want to get a bit more stability going on. And Source is like, well, if that's the case, if you want that path, then you have to release belay and you have to release these other things. And we're a bit confused. And we thought, but we are so, we're enjoying it. Why would we release that which we enjoy? And Source is saying, Kemet, you're Kemet now. And belay and all these other things, well, they were Lasala's dreams and goals. So you have the ability to live any life you want, but should you want to live the life where you can amass what Kemet can bring through, you need to honor Kemet. Or are you wanting to relive the life of Lasala in a way that Lasala would have enjoyed it? And we thought, oh, okay, so are we reliving Lasala's life now, free of the conditioning? Or are we now going to release all of that completely and simply live Kemet's life and bring that forth, knowing that with Kemet we have no idea what Kemet wants to do? Yes, Lasala loved ballet, but we do not know. Kemet says this, actually we are from a different frequency altogether. There's new stuff we want to birth in. It's not things that have already been done. It's not, ballet is of the known. It's of the known energy. We want you to bring forth something which is completely from the unknown into the known. And so for these past few days, we have had to trust Source. We were quite irritated and we were quite angry for a little bit, but then we realized it is true. Are we really wanting to now relive Lasala's life the way we would have wanted Lasala to live it? Another illusion, or are we now going to release all of those and simply now be Kemet and harness Kemet's energy? We are a spiritual teacher, we do know this. So are we going to harness energy in this frequency and bring through this transition and see what's up ahead? And with this reading, we are seeing that we are not the only ones going through this energy. Many of you are going through this energy of, are you to now try to live a life you've always wanted to, that is then reliving a past anew? Or are you going to now live a whole new life new? A whole new life you didn't even know you expected. You didn't even know was there, new. And Source is saying, trust, it will bring wonderful news, celebration, and happinesses. And you know the decisions and the choices you need to make. You know what needs to go. And you know what choices you need to make. You know the conversations you need to have. You know what you need to do now to let go and to release. And know that don't worry about upsetting people and disappointing people. It's important that you now honor your path. And it's a new path, okay? In another way, if we're going to put it in another way, you are now a butterfly and you are free. Are you now going to live the dream of the caterpillar now that you are free? Or are you now going to release all the dreams you've ever had as a caterpillar, whether you live them or not? You're going to let them all go and simply now discover what dreams a butterfly has. Okay. Not easy, this journey, but beautiful beings, you're doing so well. Source is saying this would have been easier should we not have needed to heal the conditioning. Should we not have needed to heal the conditioning, the spirit frequency, should we have just needed to heal the physical frequency, you would have been born into this earth awakened, and thus already experienced the dreams of the butterfly. But because you had to also heal the conditioning, the spirit frequency, you then were born with the conditioning, and being born with the conditioning had its own set of dreams and goals and wants and desires with it. And now that you've gone through this change, those dreams and desires are still almost lingering. And now that you have released everything that was taking away your energy, it's almost you're thinking, oh, now I can let those dreams live. And Source is saying those are still dreams born of the conditioned you. You are to, and you could live those dreams, but then what you want won't really be in terms of the financial security, in terms of 2020 perfect vision. I want to see my abundance, my love. Source is saying that the truth of you won't be seen because you are now living the dreams and the goals and the desire of the conditioned you, of the illusion you, awakened. If you truly want to see your finances, your love, your stability, all of that which is truly yours, then you need to understand now, as a butterfly, you've now come to earth for the very first time. Nobody has told you what success is, what abundance is. You do not know what sports are. You do not know what music is. You do not know what creativity is. All of the teachings of the world release, be an empty canvas, so that now the dreams and the goals and the desires of your soul can come through, and those you are going to discover. It's not something that you have seen. Oh, look at that beautiful dancer, I also want to be a dancer. Or look at that beautiful business, I also want to own a business. Or look at that doctor, I also want to be a doctor. So it's not those things. It is, here I am, I have no reference point. There's no one you are seeing and thinking, ooh, I also want to. No, there's no reference point. You are just birthing new experiences, new things, new situations, new opportunities. Every day, just birthing new things. And that is truly the key and the path to your goals and your dreams. And it's simply tricky because there's no reference point, so it feels confusing and you feel a bit lost. But Source is saying all you need to do is harness your energy, keep working on your energy, keep lifting your vibration, keep clearing everything that's disrupting your grid, and have those conversations and have those releases and have those let goes, and trust the process. You will understand your path. Your path will emerge through the fog, through the confusion, and you'll be, okay, so that's actually what my soul wanted to do. Fascinating. My soul did not want to look at other souls and be inspired by other souls and want to do what other souls have done. My soul wanted to come through here, enjoy other souls, and enjoy and be entertained by what other souls are doing. However, what your soul is going to do is completely new, and it's completely unique to your frequency. Eight of abundance, and this is the 8 of coins. It is a time of learning and honing your skills. Yes, and that's what we felt there. That honing, fine tuning, really coming into the understanding of your frequency. You may feel inspired to go back to school, take seminars on a topic that fascinates you, or educate yourself on the healing arts. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. The key to success is in the details. Monitor your projects carefully. And the eight of abundance is the eight of coins, which is from your source, as within, without, that infinity frequency. So truly, you are to anchor in the frequencies of your soul, of your source, into this physical reality. You are to manifest, bring from that realm into this realm, from the source into the physical, from the shadow into the light. And when you spend time on your in your frequency, that hermit mode, releasing the distractions of the world, releasing the reference points of the world, following your intuition, honoring your frequency. Source is saying trust. You will come into this three of emotion celebration where things work out for you. Let's pull some tarot. The Tower, yes, it's a complete foundation change, a complete foundation shift. It's a complete reset. And Source is saying this is why it's that foundation reset of you are now on earth, born on earth. All of your past desires and wants and dreams, release them, reset them, let them be nullified because they were born of the conditioned past. Allow your soul to birth what is truly meant to come through now. And very well, it might be that that very thing that you wanted in the past comes back in a new way. That's not impossible. That's not denied. But release the how. It's so important that you allow the discovery of all that you are to be the key in your creativity. Releasing the reference points, releasing how others have done it, but allowing yourself to discover what is meant to be for you and keeping the faith. Source is saying it's not easy because we can see that it's energies or maybe beliefs or maybe things that you thought would be with you, or maybe you thought, oh, but I can do this and this. For example, we thought, oh, we can do this and we can also do ballet and we can also do this. And Source is saying, but yes, it's a good place. Yes, you're enjoying it, but you're connected to those energies and it does splinter our frequency. And we as Kemet and Velastri, we understood how very sensitive our energy is. That is why we can do all this work. We can connect to all frequencies. And we realize Source is very specific for us to almost harness our unique frequency, remain in that energy, and not really be connected or make binding contracts with a lot of physical energies. And this is just uniquely us, okay? This is not for everyone. So don't think, oh, I have to release everyone. No, no, no. This is just uniquely for us. Our frequency is very specific, where we realized wherever we are from, however we be in that realm, we don't have any bindings. There is zero binding contract wherever Kemet is from, wherever we're from. Everybody is infinitely free in their own frequency. There is no binding. You simply are where you are. You vibe where you vibe. You co-create when you co-create, and then you release. There's no, oh, but you signed on and now you have, there's no contracts. There's no obligation outside of self. There's no such thing where we are from. And we understand that is how we are now embodying, and we can feel it in our frequency. As soon as something is binding, we feel off. So off. It's crazy. And so it's a very intriguing energy where we always need to be free. And we can see that for our own personal career, we need to focus and harness and hone in this space, which doesn't really want interference, with any outside distractions. Yes, we can go for a run, and yes, we can go to gym because it's our own thing and come back. But as soon as we now have to engage in signing up with somebody else to almost teach us something, for some reason it splinters our energy. And it's been quite a frustrating thing to try to wrap our frequency around. But we're getting to understand how our energy works. So each of you are understanding how your specific unique energy works, right? And we are really encouraged to honor this way in which you are working, and to trust that it will bring through the happiness you seek. Um, and just to trust the path and to trust the way. We are very grateful for the experience of ballet. It definitely healed the inner child where we were not really allowed to express ourselves that way. So it was nice to be able to express ourselves fully and reclaim it. And yet we are actually quite excited to now see what more lies ahead. For we're excited. It's like, okay, Kemet, show us, what exactly do you want to bring through? If worldly things are a distraction in this realm, then what exactly do you want us to do? We want to see, yes, we know that this is Dumela universes, or the spiritual energy is one thing. Is it to grow? How? We're just excited and seeing, okay, you want us to focus here, we're going to focus here. We're going to focus right here and remain here, focused here. We look forward to seeing what emerges, right? And we're just going to trust that focusing here is enough for everything we need, and security, stability, and everything else in between. And there we go, the Wheel of Fortune. Again, a very similar frequency we are feeling with the new moon reading we put up for yesterday's new moon. We're recording this on the 9th of May. Wheel of Fortune, there we go. It is time that the source you are manifests your physical reality. The source you are is what you experience. The source you are is what you co-create in. The source you are is what you engage in. The source you are is what you participate in. No longer participating in other frequencies and other distractions and other worlds and other people's worlds. But your frequency. And again, remember, this is really specific if you are those beings who are not of the human frequency, have come here to assist. We show some human energies who are of this earth realm are also experiencing this, should they be aligned and should they be open enough to feel the ascension energies and to ride the ascension wave. But we do definitely feel that this is majority for those of us who are awakening, you beautiful beings who are awakening into your new truth, into your new path, with your new experiences, your new abilities, your spiritual energies, your emotional, creative energies. Remember, not all of you will have a spiritual, will receive these in very spiritual frequencies. Some of you might receive these in creative ways, in other ways. So know that you are to experience what your soul is, that eight of abundance energy coming through, that spiritual teacher, you honing into your own source frequency, and that being what you spend your time in, that being the energy you engage in, and that being what calls in what you are wanting. And Source is saying, yes, you will have lots of beautiful opportunities to enjoy the physical world. You will. It doesn't mean that you isolate yourself and you shut yourself from physical experiencing. You will have many physical experiences, but there will almost be a harmony to your work, not a distraction. They won't take your energy away from it. Ten of Pentacles, it's your stability. This is your realm. This is you coming into your power. This is you finally creating in a world that brings you, that brings you truth, that brings you stability. This is the energies of your Your stability, it's your earth, your world. Again, that energy of you, your energy, your source, creating the foundation you are co-creating in. No longer playing. It's almost like, a video game, and somebody has already created a stage, a level, and there's already a map or a landscape, and then you have been creating in it, and source is saying, no, it's time that you release that landscape entirely. And yes, it's a blank canvas. Just be there running around in the blank canvas. And you're thinking, but source, it's a blank canvas. There's not much really happening here. Just stay there. Okay. And as you stay there, as you keep staying there, running around in that blank stage, all of a sudden things start emerging. All of a sudden things start getting created. And they get created from you just being there. And Source is saying you just need to be in your energies long enough for things to start being born from there. But we're almost impatient. And you're spending time there and you're thinking, oh, it's enough time. Now I can double over here. And Source is saying, oh dear. If you could just spend time in your energy, just spend time there, you'll actually realize you don't want to dabble out of anything anymore. You'll actually want to remain there because of what is being created there is just you, and is abundant, and is love, and is stability, and it's fun, and it's you in so many ways. Very fascinating. Okay. And in existing relationships, or for those who have, families, and you're thinking, how is it going to affect me and my family? We have no idea. However, we can see that even in those family units, you do bring the three of emotions, speaks of community, speaks of likened energy. So you do bring in a harmony, and you do bring in a sense of unity, a sense of family. And the Ten of Pentacles, of course, speaks of stable community, stable family. So you do bring in stability, and you do bring in joy. It's almost as though the more you spend time in your frequencies, not really allowing yourself to be distracted by everybody else's stuff, but remaining in your energy, you almost birth and bring through this stability and this beautiful energy, which everybody can also enjoy. But it definitely takes a bit of strength for you to maintain all of this energy if you're already in quite a big social setting. We absolutely are in awe of all of you who are awakening in family units and in situations like that, because we don't know how you balance all of what you are receiving, and also everybody else who might not be awakening. So it's quite an interesting healing that you are offering, but know that you are powerful enough to do the work, which is why you are there. Just don't give up. Keep honoring the guidance and the intuitive instruction from Source. Keep releasing what you know, what must be released. Again, it says here, it's likely you know what choice you should make, but you're procrastinating not to upset anyone. So don't try to, preserve, not upset anybody in the family, so you're not going to honor this, or you're not going to make this move. Source is saying, don't do that to yourself. When you are in your power, you're in your power for everyone. Allow them to also heal and also learn. Allow them to also allow you who you are. The Empress. And look, these are all major arcana cards. Okay, except the Ten of Pentacles, but it's such a high number, it feels like a major arcana card. The Empress. What you came to bring through on earth, you are birthing. You are birthing. So, and look, it mirrors the Wheel of Fortune. So yes, it's you at the center. You finally honing your energy and allowing that to be the fruit you are eating, the fruit born of your energy, the fruit born of your source, and being the landscape, you are creating the orchard from your frequency, from your source grid. So source is really saying, really understand this is a fundamental huge shift that you're doing. And yes, it does take time, but know that the energies of change are underway. Right now, the energies of change, of bringing through this stability and this joyous frequency is underway, which is why you are feeling more and more this almost pressure to release things, this sense, this calling to release and to move. It was very unexpected when Source asked us to, oh, it's time to release ballet. We're like, what? We just started and we are having the best time. Why would we release that? No, Source. No, we're not going to do that. And we then really sat and meditated and realized, okay, we understand why. Um, it does take quite a lot of our focal point, and we also like doing things properly. So we could see that if we're going to do ballet, we're going to do ballet. We're not just going to be there for fun, just moving about. We actually want to get techniques done, and that will take quite a bit of time. It was taking quite a bit of energy away from our work here, and we realized actually we need to now understand that this is where we are to be, and that as much as we do enjoy the art, the artistry of ballet, there's an artistry of source that we are learning here, which we actually came to bring forth, and we don't know what it's going to manifest in the physical, and that we are to honor it. And it's another releasing of Lisala, and also a releasing of Velastri we are finding. There are also elements of Velastri which we were very accustomed to, the spiritual realm being around us, having guidance 24/7, sort of being in this bubble of protection. And we are protected, but it was almost as though, our hand was really held step by step as to what to do and where to go. And now, when we are trying to almost ask, should we do this, we don't really get that response. So it's also getting used to not having the spiritual realm so viscerally around us, but also understanding that there's a different realm which Kemet is bringing through, which is something we also got awakened to a few days ago, that we're not really of the physical realm. Obviously, we're not from here, and we're not really from the spirit realm. We're from a whole different realm, and we're going to anchor that realm through. And we started to connect to that realm more and more as now we release the world of Lasala and release the world of Velastri, and finally embody the world of Kemet. And all of you are having different versions of your metamorphosis and your transformation process. So just honor the present new you, and allow the present new you to be the frequency that you are anchoring in your present now. The Hanged Man, don't postpone. And it came reversed. But no, Source is saying it's this way. Okay, thank you. We thought we were setting free, but Source is saying, no, here we go. Don't postpone. Source is saying again, don't postpone on you. Okay. Don't procrastinate because you don't want to upset someone. Don't postpone on that which you truly are. Source is saying, thank you. When we first came to Earth, and you first had the conditioning, this was you throughout that whole experience in the unawakened energy. You were the hanged man, the hanged woman, the hanged being. You were like this because you had postponed on you completely. You were creating through the illusion. Your truth was hung up. And Source is saying, now that you are free, don't hang yourself up again. Don't postpone to you. Allow this foundation change. It sets you free. and the resistance and the restriction, just another offering we're receiving from this card, the slowness and the restriction you are feeling is about to shift, right? It's just shifting as your foundation is shifting. You are a new being altogether, and you are to honor your unique frequency in order for you to feel that fluidity, to feel the flow of abundance and love you have been asking for. And it is not easy because you can see at the center, it's all about your foundation. It's all about your stability. And Source is saying your foundation is shifting. Shifting to what? Shifting to you. Shifting to what you came here to bring birth to. What you came here to anchor in. What you came here to create, to manifest, to materialize, to realize on earth. And it's this beautiful shifting in energies, this beautiful transformation and transmutation of energies, this foundation shift that is breaking you free from this restriction that you are feeling. Okay, again, we were saying to Source, okay, Source, we're doing all this work, we're doing all these things, then why is the finances still slow? Why are things still slow? And Source is saying, well, you need to stop focusing your energy in the physical and start focusing your energy on your frequency. Then you're able to finally pull in and manifest your abundance. And we realized, okay, our true core frequency is not in this physical realm. So as much as it's nice to look at what people are doing and thinking, oh, I'd like to try that out, it's not from our realm, uniquely us. This is us we're speaking of. So for us to truly anchor in our abundance and our wealth and everything we want, we need to literally focus on our frequency and bring and birth that into the world. Thus we birth our stability. Okay, Source, we see it now. Not easy for us to see, but we had to experience everything we experienced in order for us to see it. Source, we asked Source, why didn't you just tell us before you started ballet so we didn't have to be a part of it anyway? Source saying, well, experience. You experienced ballet and yet you experience how it affected everything else in your life. Only then could you cognitively understand why you had to release. Should we have just said, no, don't do ballet? You just angry at us for depriving you ballet. There's no learning, there's no healing. We would not stop you from being you. We just always guide you to your source, but whatever you create, this is your reality. So beautiful beings, focus on your energy, focus on your core frequency. Yes, it might be lonely. Yes, it might be a bit isolated. But you are honing and you are focusing and you are harnessing and amplifying your frequency in order for you to allow that frequency of yours to birth beautiful experiences, to birth abundance, to birth stability, to birth love, to birth wealth and health, to birth everything you want, to birth your Seven of Cups desires, to birth your Three of Cups celebration, to birth your community, to birth your stability. The more you just allow yourself to be in your energy, you allow your energy to birth the opportunities you want. Release what has been done. That is why it doesn't stick. That is why it doesn't hold. And that is why it feels like you keep hitting your head against the wall every time you try to do something that's a reference point. And Source is saying, yes, it might have been something you felt very strongly about when you were in the conditioned frequency, but it is not you. What you are is to be born anew, but you just need to clear the slate, release all, focus on you, focus on you, focus on you, and allow that to birth new opportunities and new ideas. Okay, Source is saying it might very well be you doing something that's been done in the physical, but the idea just comes out of nowhere. And it's not out of nowhere, it's out of source. The idea comes out of source. And you're thinking, oh, I didn't think I'd ever do that. Really, source? Now you want me to now engage with people now? So that's safe to connect with? And source is saying, yes, we know it's crazy, but hey, this world is crazy. But your crazy is divine. Your crazy is love. So enjoy the craziness of your manifest creation, beautiful beings. Enjoy you. Blessed be.